Hello everybody, I'm Wolf and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. We are currently progressing through the tutorial with Jason, and it looks like we are making our way over to that building over there. We've currently killed the most significant enemy in the game so far, being the huge crystal lizard guy, and we found our first bonfire. I know it sounds kind of silly that we've already done episode 1 and we're still in the tutorial, but there was also a few things to get familiar with again in the game, like talking about the current state of the world, you know, the scene that was set with the opening cutscene, and creating our character, getting familiar with the menus and controlling the character, and all kind of stuff like that, like all the stats stuff over there and things alike, to get really back into the meat and potatoes of Dark Souls, you know, to get familiar with everything again, basically. So we took it a little bit slow. We spoke about quite a few things, both to do with the game mechanically and to do with a bit of the world as well, due to the opening cutscene, and we found our first bonfire. So we did take that a little bit slower paced, but it doesn't mean that that'll be the case this time. We'll probably be able to crack on much more now that we've you know, got back to grips with everything again. So that's basically that. Maybe I could have gone through it a little bit quicker, but it's all good. It's all cool. And now we can head on down the path here again. Has that guy been pulled already? Is that guy been pulled? Is he going to come up to the bonfire? I think he has. So yeah, we've got our bonfire. We've got our new gesture, which is the... is it relax? What is it? Rest. Yeah, cool. Oh no, looks like he's just patrolling. And stop. Good, we've got him. Okay, that guy took a little bit of an extra hit there. We didn't quite hit him properly. I feel so much more at home in this. I know I said last episode that it does still control a good bit differently than Dark Souls 1 in terms of... there's one behind me, isn't there? Yeah, I knew it. It does control a little bit differently than Dark Souls 1 still in terms of how the movement feels, but it's definitely more like that than the other games so far. So, brilliant. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's finally here still. Dark Souls 3, oh my god. I can't even, you can't even fathom, like, I can't put into words how excited I am to be playing this and recording it right now. Absolutely superb. Huge, grand looking castle there. Beautiful. I'm loving every second of this, god damn. Okay, it looks like there's a bit of a way to go down there. Is that going to lead to a different path, or is it going to loop around? It looks like it will lead to an enemy. Please don't fall off the world. Plunge, nice, got him. Okay. I really like the positioning there as well. They put the crossbow guy... In fact, maybe it'd make sense the other way around. But they put the crossbow guy in front shooting at you. Yeah, you know what? Ignore what I just said, because it doesn't make too much sense. We've got an item here, it's a firebomb. We've got 5 now. Maybe we'll use it on the probable upcoming boss. We shall see. Or maybe we'll just hang on to him to save them. Yeah, it'd probably make sense to have to make it a little bit more difficult, even though they're easy enemies anyway. Have the crossbow guy behind to shoot the enemy. To shoot the player character while he's dealing with the guy in melee range. But no, they did it the other way around, which is fine. That's cool. You know, I like to read into detail like that, even on enemy positioning and such. I always love to read into stuff like that on the character positioning, level design, all that such, and not just the physical, you know. What do you say? Attractive elements of it and such, like the graphics, but the actual layout of the game, the map, on how things plan out. Because with FromSoft, it is never done by chance, or very rarely at least. It's like 9 times out of 10 always done by purpose, you know, positioning. Purposeful. Oh my god, I'm a noob. I'll go back around and get that. Jump from the top there onto the item. Plunge and attack. Yep, we already know this mechanic. Is there anyone else around the corners? I knew you'd be a crossbow guy. That'll tighten you up. Okay, nothing there. Okay, let's go back around and get that item. I know some of you guys were probably looking at that as I was about to jump down, saying, this guy better not miss this damn item. He better not. In fact, let's test our jumping skills as well. Oh, that was a roll. In fact, that makes sense, actually. I've not even had a look at the jump yet. And there is no jump. Is it going to be with the stick again? It is with the stick, my bad. I'm so used to clicking... Because Dark Souls 1 is my most played by a mile, even though I've put like thousands of hours into the others, which is kind of embarrassing to admit. Oh my goodness. I'm so used to just double tapping the sprint button to get there, rather than the analog stick itself. You know what? Because of these failed jumps, I'm gonna straight up blame the fact that I'm not using a PlayStation controller. I think that's a valid excuse. There we go. What's it gonna be? It's a Titanite shard. Absolutely lovely. We know what they're for. They are to reinforce your a standard weapon to +5. Now, looks like we're going into a bit of a courtyard, which means a gangbang, in my opinion. So we'll be sure to look out for enemies. I heard someone swing then, I thought. Oh no. This is gonna be a boss, isn't it? Okay, we've de-equipped our other stuff that we don't need yet. So let's... You know, you can see it a mile away, can't you? It's just, it's a boss. It's a boss. Please don't slow me. If this water slows me, I'll be upset. I don't know what that is sprouting out of his back, but... Oh, very nice. Very cool. Look at that. And what a grand audience for it as well. You know, what a beautiful battle arena this will be. With the open cliff on the side too. Let's hope he doesn't smack us off that. And the cliff's in the background. Open that side. Covered that side with a tree. Oh, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous game so far. Very much reminiscent of the Mirror Knight from Dark Souls 2. Let's remove sword. Guarantee he stands up and hits us. No. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. You can see it a mile away. Iudex Gundyr is this boss. If my pronunciation is correct, let's hope it is. He's using what looks like the Black Knight halberd. Clearly not though, but I'm on about the shape and design of it. Such an early roll that. Damn. I was expecting him to be more resistant than that, but I don't want to get too cocky. Okay, quick. Okay, there was actual button delay on that second roll. I didn't even click. I will actually call BS on that one, which was a known problem with the first game, so I was a little bit disappointed to see that. Damn it, he caught me. Well too early on that dodge. God damn, I'm out of practice. Oh, what a combo that was. And there's another death for you. Oh my god. There's another death. Wow. That was one quick combo with that halberd. Smashes it down on top of you, then instantly up flicks to bring you into the air. Well, there's another death. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Make our roll back there. Just out of interest, I wonder what damage the firebombs do to him. Tool belt. Okay, can we not equip anything else to that? Okay, yeah, we can, of course. Cool. Okay, the tool belt isn't that. Okay, the tool belt must be something just to use quickly by clicking the pause button. And then clicking onto the item. Interesting. Good to know. We'll use one firebomb on him to see what it does. I will say with the plunging attacks as well, I've landed every one so far, but the timing does seem slightly different. You can't quite click it as early as you can in the first game. It seems somewhat in between Dark Souls 1 and 2 for how quick you can click that. Iudex Gundyr. Okay, we know a little bit of your moveset now, which is always the first step to beating the boss. Firebomb. Probably no point using them because my swings deal just as much, I believe. Or slightly more even. That's a grab attack, do not want to get hit by that. Yeah, my regular hits deal more than fire bombs in that, so we'll stick with them. Well too early, yeah. I'm kind of liking unlocks for this boss. Don't forget them souls, that's 4k. Too early on that again. Didn't have the range there. Well, I guess it was a bad dodge, but probably could have waited a little bit longer for that. Oh crap, no. Holy crap. Oh my goodness, what in the world? Yeah, that's freaky. That is just scary as hell. That is just, that's a demon right there. That's a straight up demon. Get off me. Get off me. Don't use that claw. This is like just Bloodborne stuff right now. This is actual Bloodborne stuff. What in the world? Circle to the right, boys. Circle to the right. Boys and girls, should I say. Not all male. Why does it seem easier in this state? Okay, don't get cocky, Matt. That's just your downfall every time. That's just straight up out of a nightmare, though, isn't it? A hunter's nightmare. Maybe. Run. I've got this guy in the bag now. Maybe I've not. Maybe I've not. Let's not get cocky. Oh, I do. I do. Good job. Okay, cool. Iudex Gundyr. What a terrifying what a terrifying transformation right there. Okay, Ember restored and a coiled sword obtained. Cool. Awesome. Great. That's our first boss of the game down. Only took us 1 death. Wow. Yeah, awesome. I don't mind dying at least one. Well, I shouldn't say at least. That's the wrong word there. I don't mind dying one time on any boss anyway, because generally you do get to learn the movesets. But that guy is pretty easy. He doesn't take too much to kill there. And the transformation actually seems easier than the original state, which is rather interesting. And I've got to say, I love his graphical design there. The aesthetics. Beautiful. The massive snake head with the red eyes. Oh my god. And yep, there is an elephant in the room right now. We are on fire. It looks like we're lighting up a little bit. There's some like ashen embers coming off of us. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. And I will also let people know, I'm sure a lot of people heard Epic Neighbor talk about this as well, but that is not a sword into the bonfire in any of the games. Not in Dark Souls 1, not in Dark Souls 2, it's not a sword. It's a hot ritual poker. Yeah. Good note, good note. Rest at the bonfire. I always thought it was a sword as well. I mean, it does look a little bit clearer there with the curled, like the little spun hilt, but in the others it does look more like a sword. Guess it's been made more clear there. Anywho, awesome. You now see in the top left of the screen, my box has been filled once I killed that boss. Maybe that's to do with the Ember thing that it said that we gathered, which is interesting. That normally relates to your Covenant as well. In the other games at least, it's normally in that position, so I'm not sure what it's going to be like in this game, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, we didn't gain anything in there. Any weaponry? Nope. Okay, it looks like we just gathered them, so maybe that's... See, I'm not quite sure if there's any kind of like significant differences to do with the story of this game and Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, but generally with the Dark Souls games, it's going to be the same kind of principle of the whole kindling fires aspect to ward away the darkness, you know, to keep the Age of Fire going. Interesting. Maybe we somewhat, and obviously trying to, you know, lose your hollowed state and relieve yourself of that curse, which you actually do get the potential to do in Dark Souls 2. You do actually break that if you do all the DLC stuff as well, which is such an awesome, such a such an amazing and kind of like emotional point in the game, in my opinion. But instead of waffling on about that, we're on about Dark Souls 3 now, and maybe this is one more step to becoming, you know, breaking that curse. I'm obviously not going to say anything's concrete just yet, you know, anything that I mean, some of the stuff clearly is, because it ties back into the original game, so, you know, some of the stuff is factual, what I'm saying. But bear in mind, I will speculate throughout this series, as I don't want to assume something in the game is concrete yet before I've got, like, full-on evidence for it. And, you know, totally making sure like that is probably not a good idea, just to spread lies. Unintentionally, but you know what I'm trying to say. And not lies anyway, really, it's just my own take on the game, it's my own speculation. Some people have other ideas, which is fantastic. I do love that. One thing awesome about these games is that the community always throws up their own individual ideas and such. You know, it's absolutely superb. That's one of the reasons why I absolutely adore it. I adore these games. So many things are open to, you know, different interpretations of what something might be or mean. And may never be, like, approved as factual, if you understand me. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. Okay, let's crack on open through this door. Let's crack on and open this door and then proceed through, I should have said. And I can't even talk. I thought I did hear footsteps, but I guess not. We did meet the boss a little earlier than I had anticipated. I was thinking that I was going to be more, you know, up there near the tower, but I guess not. Unless there's two, which would be really interesting. Yeah. I mean, of course I knew once I saw him in the courtyard like that, but I didn't expect to walk down there and then find him. Or her. Broken straight sword. Oh yes, we'll be sure to use that. Okay, let's take a look around. That was only sarcasm, by the way. Of course, like the broken straight sword is near on the worst weapon in the game. Unless there's a different use for it, you know, you turn it into another weapon maybe, or trade it for something in the later on. I'm walking around all these trees, by the way. Very okay, we got the double plunge there. That was very nice. I am walking around all these trees, by the way. You know, like over there near the stones. Near the gravestones and whatnot, just to see if there's like another Snuggly the Crow and Sparkly and all the other crows that have appeared in these games. Homeward Bone, beautiful. Returns you to the last bonfire rested at. Cool, let's proceed. Yeah. It would be good to know if there is another one of them, you know. I'll take a mooch around. If I miss them, I miss them. If it doesn't exist, it doesn't exist. I don't mind either way, but I will try and look around to see if there is one, you know, of my own accord. Okay, making our way up this path now. Let's see what awaits us in the future. These guys are going to come to life. Yep. Okay, we took a flaming arrow to the heart there. I should have expected archers to be getting in on some action with that. Okay, I thought I could have ran past there without a dodge, but I guess not. I'm getting my ass handed to me by hollows. Come on. I say hollows, but I guess they're a little bit more than that. Oh my goodness, I thought I was going to fall off the cliff there. They are, you know, like the undead warriors. Not quite, well, they are hollow, but not quite total, like, hollows with the broken straight swords. Okay, taking a good gander around. Always good. Cool. Nothing missed down there, it looks like. Okay, nice and slowly. Don't want to walk into an ambush. Okay, this was another way to proceed up the path, it looks like. Oh, come on, that guy is just asking for it. Oh, I didn't want to backstab there. I wanted to try and kick him off. I wanted to try and kick him off the cliff. The auto backstab lock, man. What can you do? You know, I was going to try and knee him off like that. Ah, the fun. The fun of the games. Interesting dirtiness there on the face. Very much like the Bloodborne detail. You know, when you killed beasts, you ended up with blood all over your face. I'm gonna flank whatever's in there and hit it from the side. Always hit from the side. Okay. That's not like creepy at all, is it? Oh my god, look at his gyrating movements. Jesus. Freaking dogs, man. The dogs in these games. I thought he was gonna leap right away. They always get the first hit as well. Jesus. I went for the roll expecting him to do that, which was the lunge, and then follow up with the kill. But the dogs, man. They always land that first hit on the... An Ember. Cool. Okay, where can we see these? Because we did pick one of those up from the boss, didn't we? Maybe key items? Okay, key items. You got the coiled sword there. Let's read it. Sword missing from the shrine bonfire. Okay. I mean, I know I just called them hot ritual pokers because that is actually like what they are, but I guess they're being referred to as swords in this game, maybe. Okay. Thrust into the shrine bonfire to restore its power and enable travel between bonfires. This sword is only bequeathed to chosen Ash, as judged by the Iudex, which is the boss that we've just killed, who awaits the arrival of Ash as a scabbard. Okay, interesting. It refers to us as a chosen Ash. So not like a chosen undead this time, but a chosen Ash. Interesting. Sorry for referring to it as undead earlier on in the game. That's just what it's been known as in the previous 2 games. This is what I meant when I was saying about speculation. Okay. Interesting. So we're a chosen Ash in this game, and that is bequeathed to us and allows travel between bonfires. Awesome sauce, my friends. Broken straight sword. Yeah, we don't even need to bother with that. What the stats like? Garbage. Yep. Night shield, night helm, night armor. Cool. Okay, where are these embers shown? Okay, there we go. There we go. It's a consumable. Gain strength of flame. Boosting HP until death. Okay. Boost HP until you die. Awesome. We don't need some of them equipped anymore either. Let's take off that. Let's get rid of... How do we remove that? Oh no, it was already de-equipped. It was a firebomb. My bad. Okay, so that's probably what the flame effect is around us right now. We absorbed one of those embers after killing the boss, and now it's boosted our HP. Until we die, we'll probably be back in our original state, and the one that we've just picked up will allow us to enter this state again. Cool. I like it. I like it very much. Okay. We can now proceed up through this middle path. I don't believe I've missed anything around this left-hand side. Okay, yeah, we actually have. This doesn't look familiar. Okay, another entry, perhaps. Man, I love just, you know, taking it really slow and immersing myself in the world and really, you know, paying attention to everything and just taking in everything that the game's got to offer. I've got to say, it's absolutely, absolutely fantastic. I love just taking it all in bit by bit. Awesome. I believe that looks like a Titanite guy up there. A little creepy crawly dude, like in the other games. No. Nope, it'll probably be a lizard again in this game. I was on about the ones in Bloodborne. It kind of looked like that from afar, but never mind. Ignore that. Let's grab this item here. East-west shield. Nice. Nice to see it making a return. Oh my god, I should have gone in on those guys beforehand. Can we get on that? Nope. I knew they were going to pop up after picking that. Classic trap. I also thought that maybe they were the kinds that just sat there and let you kill them, you know, didn't bother attacking. Familiar to all Souls fans. Another Ember. Okay, it seems like we're picking up a few of these. Maybe this is the humanity for this game. That's the impression I'm also getting. Oh, wow, it's so, like, I know it's... There seems like a few branching paths right now. not too linear as of yet. I mean, it might be in terms of progression. We are going to the same place regardless, but ooh, there is like a few branching paths here where there's a few goodies hanging around. Okay, that was where we killed Doge. We see the corpse there. Let's take a gander around here. Drop on down. Okay, this is back near the path. I apologise if it seems a little higgledy-piggledy, but I just like to take a look so nobody takes issue with missing an item. And I can understand that. If you know where an item is, I understand your reason to feel like, oh no, he's missed it, but once again, you've got to understand that it is a blind playthrough. As I must reiterate. Okay, we see you, Mr. Skelly Man, up there. At least it looks like a... excuse me? Why is there so many bloodstains? Okay, I see that is cracked there, the floor. So I'm wondering if something's going to fall off and smash us. Or whether this guy's going to just be an undying skeleton like in the freaking Dark Souls 1 before the first patch. Okay, no, it's like another NPC, I get it, that's why. This guy's going to hit strong, isn't he? Oh crap, he's going to lunge. Yep. You remind me of... Oh, you get off the cliff. Just fall off the cliff, mate. Fall off the cliff. It reminds me of... what's he called? Oh, the guy with the Makoto from Demon Souls. I mean, his attire's totally different, but... The whole katana thing going on. Get like, just longsword over katana every day, my friend. Oh, bleed, bleed, bleed. That's why everybody's dying here. Plus, he hits hard as well. You know what? Let's try and knock a parry off on him. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Can we sneak a cheeky backstab? Nope. Okay, it hits through that. Partial parry. Damn, the hit through there is ridiculous as well. I don't want to use my Divine Blessing. If he kills me, he kills me. I don't care. That was poor parry timing. You know what? Let's ignore the parry. Oh, man. You beat me to it. Well played, my friend. That's why everybody died. He stands there and just stares at the camera. Okay. Slow progression at this point. Slow progression. Take it bit by bit. Chasm of Ash. That's what it should be called. Or was that the Chasm of Ash? Did that actually just pop up there? I thought it was, Oh yeah, the cemetery was all the way back there. I said Chasm of Ash because it popped up and I read it quickly. I thought that's what it read as, but I didn't want to seem like a dumbass, like, reading something wrong, so... You get me, you get me. Because then I thought, oh crap, it's called the Cemetery of Ash, and I've read it wrong. But no, I think it actually was called the Chasm of Ash, that one. Which makes sense, because we have pressed forward past the initial start of the tutorial a bit now. And it looks like we're kind of generally heading out of it. It seems. Hello. Wrecked. Still doesn't take a lot from it though, does it? Oh, I just noticed something that I don't like. Your stamina bar doesn't refill while you've got someone in a parried state, where it did in the previous games, allowing you to wail on them once they get up. Well played, FromSoft. You've stopped us from taking advantage over that, haven't you? Well played. Come on, swing. I thought I could have got the block off on time there. Oh, boy, 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 boy. Okay, he absolutely wrecked me again. Maybe I shouldn't parry like that. Oh, goodness. The deaths already. Undead Hunter Charm. Tool used... Oh, Cemetery of Ash. I did actually read it like a dumbass. It is a Cemetery of Ash, because, yeah, I guess it makes sense. It's still the same, like, kind of big whole area. Not the Chasm of Ash. What an idiot. You see, like, I didn't read it, and then as it was fading away, I thought, sod it, I'll read it. Read it wrong. Oh well. Also, that thing that was on the loading screen there, the item, what did it say? Undead Hunter Charm, did it say? Because I quickly got a read of the description, and it prevents Estus recovery, which was previously the Lord's Talisman from Dark Souls 1. So, a little upset to see the name change there, but it is what it is. It's a new game, so it will be what it is. I would normally try and maybe smack this guy off the cliff, but oh, Firelink Shrine, holy crap! We just entered Firelink Shrine. But, yeah, as I was saying, I don't know whether he's going to drop an item or not, so I kind of don't really want to do that. Jesus, he gets out of that quickly, doesn't he? Maybe I should stop being such a baby and just hit him. Yeah, and right when I swing, he swings and kills me. Okay. Okay, my bad, guys. I do need to start concentrating now. Firelink Shrine, though. Oh my god, it's made a return. Priest Charm from Dark Souls 2. Holy hell. They're bringing bits and bobs from both of them at the minute, aren't they? Both the games. My goodness. Apologies for the deaths, guys. I assure you, we'll get back into this as we go. Very slow progress at the minute. I apologise. It should be quicker. You know what? I'll grab my souls back. Oh god, no. I didn't pick them up, did I? Did I pick them up last time? Okay, yes we did, thank goodness. Yeah, let me just go and take a look at Firelink Shrine, then maybe it's through there, maybe it's that way though. Either way, let's just go through the main room first to see what awaits us ahead. And we can always come back to this guy soon enough. Okay. Hidden path. It does look like one, I've got to admit. Maybe not though. Yeah. I mean, it is normally in those kind of positions the middle. Well, not always the middle one, but anyone who's played Souls knows what I'm talking about. It's got that kind of appearance, you know. That kind of style. You understand what I'm saying, definitely. Okay, so you actually can't go back around that way. That looks like... Oh my goodness. Dark Souls 2. It's the tree giants again. Oh goodness. Clearly ties back to both games right now. In Dark Souls 3. Okay, let's drop a home down this way. And enter this room. What? This is the Firelink Shrine. What the hell? So different. May the flames guide thee. Definitely. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to look like the original as such, but... Damn, so different. Well, maybe it's not in the same location as the previous Firelink Shrine was. Maybe it ended up being moved to a different place. Oh my god, is that... Oh my god, ignore the shrine. Ignore the shrine. No way. Is it him? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. No way. Andre. I do not believe it.
Well, a newcomer, I see.
Oh my god.
I am Andre. I serve at this shrine as a humble smith, forging weapons. You're in search of the Lords of Cinder, I trust. A toilsome journey, I'd wager. You'll require good arms. Let me smith you weapons. I am a smith. Such is my purpose.
Oh my goodness. I've got to say, the feels are coming right now. The emotions, the tears. Andre of Astora.
Prithee, be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
We will certainly be coming back to you. Sorry to interrupt your laugh there. Oh my goodness, I can't even believe that. Just when does this game take place, in fact? I've got quite a bit to say on the nature of the world at the minute, which I'll get to soon. Oh my goodness. In terms of the whole, you know, relation to time as well, I will certainly get to explain that soon, and I've got something to say about Dark Souls 2 when we get to that as well. Okay. Some thrones there. We're after the Lords of Cinder. Okay. Maybe those who have linked the flame before us? I'm not sure. We know Gwyn was the Lord of Cinder. Interesting. More will become apparent as we progress through the game. Is that going to be our other our Crestfallen for this game? Maybe.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I am a firekeeper. I tend to the flame, and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones, and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
No name, no name. Just Firekeeper. That is brilliant. Fantastic. So we're an unkindled one. We must bring the lords back to sit the thrones again, maybe. And this is just like a massive shot in the dark. As like just a random guess off what I've heard so far, you know, from just what's been mentioned in the game. Okay, we must find the Lords of Cinder, get them to sit the thrones again. Are we then going to get all of their power to, what do you say, link the fire? To, like, squander the darkness away again? Possibly. It's just a random shot, you know, a bit of speculation off the tiny bit that I've gotten so far. Oh, so good, so good.
Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Oh, I will definitely touch something. They do this on purpose, FromSoft. Touch the darkness within me. What kind of what kind of phrase is that? Same for the doll in Bloodborne. HP gouge build, I like it. Nah, I'm only kidding. I'm not sure what I'm going to go for. We will bump up the HP a little bit, because strength and dex is already pretty cool. That's going to be our equip load. Get a bit more endurance in there. Yeah, let's take both of them to 15. Awesome. Fantastic, so you are our Firekeeper. Let's talk some more.
Ashen One, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will become thy strength. I will show thee how. Ashen One, bring me souls plucked from their vessels.
Okay, so once again, we, well, they call us an unkindled one in this one, but once again we must attain souls of greater power of our own to gather strength towards being able to overcome the goal, the end of the game, which may be to kindle again. We shall see. That's what she's talking about when she's calling us the unkindled one, which means we'll probably end up needing to kindle in the future by, you know, gathering the souls of these lords. Or, well, that should be sitting the thrones right now, but they're not. Though there is, I do see the guy on that throne. I'm not sure if he's just a corpse or he's alive, but he looks like he's wearing a crown. Oh boy, I'm just, I love this game. I love it already. It's absolutely awesome. I'm just so excited to just delve into it more and more. Any more info?
Ashen One, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will be. I will show thee, Ashen One.
Same dialogue. That's cool.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
May the flames guide thee. Okay, we're an Ashen One. we're not referred to as undead in this. We are ashen. We have no, like, ties to kindling, no ties to the flame, it seems. Well, then again, something who's... what is ash must have ties to the flame. You know? Because... flames will obviously lead to ash when things burn to dust. Okay. Unkindled. We'll strengthen our link to the flame and try and, well, if it is the whole darkness thing again, we'll try and abolish the darkness from the world again. Wow. So exciting, so exciting. Okay, let's talk to this guy, Crestfallen maybe, I'm assuming.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death. Well, you're not alone. We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions. And they'd have us seek the Lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we're talking true legends, with the metal to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots.
Collapse.
Don't you think?
Interesting, very interesting, those dialogues. Interesting personalities right away as well. He's clearly depressed. He's given up. That is our Crestfallen for this game. He's just so downhearted and like disillusioned, if you will. He's just like down on his knees. He's gone. He's got no hope left. And you can clearly see the conflict in personalities between him and the Firekeeper, because he's having a little bit of a dig at her there, really. And he stated they, meaning maybe her and other Firekeepers, want us to gather these lords back, you know, bring them back here for whatever use they shall serve, that they might serve, sorry. And he's clearly saying that we're unfit to do that. Why are they even asking us to go on such a task? Because we have got not a chance, we do not have a chance at taking on these lords, because they'll just wipe the floor with us, is what he's saying. So he's having a bit of a dig there at the Firekeepers to think like, come on, we're useless, we're too weak, we've got nothing of use, we are worthless, we can't fulfill your task. So he's having a bit of you know, he's a little bit unhappy with what's going on at the minute, despite being as well as being, like, you know, totally downtrodden in mind. Also, he mentioned about the unkindled state. That is definitely the same as being undead in Dark Souls 1. I know I will. Why does this keep happening? Okay, I'll cut back, guys. 1 second. Okay, everybody. I am back. I have no idea why Steam keeps doing that. You know, why I keep disconnecting. That's really strange, but hopefully it's not a recurring thing, you know, even though it's already done it twice. So, yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, so that's a bit of insight into the personality of our Crestfallen right there, and his current state of mind. Really interesting. Because in the original game, and I know I keep mentioning back to Dark Souls 1 and 2 and whatever, but you're going to obviously expect that I will do that to compare and contrast things, because all the games clearly have ties, you know, there's a lot of the same principle going on, so I will explain some differences and, you know, similarities there too. Because the Crestfallen in Dark Souls 1, never really... I mean, he did speak about the Firekeepers a little bit, but he never spoke about them quite in that manner, whereas he's totally, like, directly addressing her by saying, and, like, you know, disagreeing with her opinion. Like, he's got his own personality and mind. It's so cool the way they construct characters like that. It really is. So there's a bit of an insight into the nature of our Crestfallen. So damn cool. Damn, there will definitely be a lot of talking in these earlier stages of the game, but hopefully you guys are like that. I have had good feedback on that by, you know, a lot of you guys commentating, so that's a really nice sign that you like me to delve deep into detail and stuff like that, and talk about all kinds of various elements to the game that make Dark Souls, you know. I love it. Certainly considering it's the early portion of the game as well, where we're getting to know NPCs, getting familiar with the game again, and discovering what the world's actually about. There will be a lot of discussions, so fingers crossed you're up for that. As we make our way down below... Okay, I'm hearing something sinister coming from down that hallway, so that's probably a way out of Firelink Shrine. We will talk to everybody in more depth as we go. Okay, there's Andre. Wow, we will continue to explore this place later on, but right now it's getting to be a bit of a long episode. I do see that person there, by the way, don't you worry about that. So I will probably end now, and I'll probably see you next time. In fact, there's no probably about it. Hell, I'm going to record right after this episode again. So thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this so far. I know I am absolutely loving it. This will be one hell of a playthrough. Thank you all for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.